Welcome to SND, I'm AR. First of all, to all of those of us who like to wear dresses, I wanted to point out my dress has pockets, which is the most exciting thing ever. And as you probably realized, we must be doing fish today because I'm hosting. We are here.
Whoop-de-doo!
We are here at Victoria Sushi in Langford, and they have an original location on Westside Village, just on the other side of Bay Street Bridge. That's Victoria Sushi. This is their Langford location, not to be confused with Sushi Langford. There's a few different names being tossed around there. So we are going to come here today.
Wait. So this is Victoria Sushi.
Yes.
This is Victoria Sushi Langford. There's Victoria Sushi.
Yes.
There's Langford Sushi.
Yes.
And there's Langford Sushi Belmont.
That is correct.
That's really kind of confusing. It's almost like trying to figure out who I'm married to.
What?
Well, apparently I found out recently that I'm a polygamist
Oh,
because I have 4 wives, which is a good thing if I was a fundamentalist Mormon because I only need 3 to get into the celestial kingdom, but apparently I have 4.
I think you need to provide some context.
All government ID. I'm married to Anne Marie, all one word. I'm married to Anne Space Marie. I'm married to Anne, middle name Marie. And there's also Anne hyphen Marie. So I have 4 wives. And you know what? I'll be honest, I'm looking for a 5th. You'd send your applications to Sunday Night Dinners with JR at Gmail. Only requirement, attribute that I find attractive, doesn't like fish.
Yes, I realize it's incredibly hard and you're so challenging the 2 times a year I take you to a
Who are you,
sushi place.
Jason Bourne?
Anyway, enough of this.
Cue in the Moby music.
We're gonna go in, we're gonna get some sushi, we're gonna try some things, and we're gonna enjoy it. We'll see you on the flip side.
This is the chicken yakitori that we all shared. Next up was my miso soup, which was part of my meal, followed by the salad, which was also part of my meal. Then the sampler tempura stuff. It had the prawn, the squash, the yam, and the broccoli. The squash was the third from the left. This was my sushi. It was caterpillar sushi. I didn't have the dynamite roll on the far side. This was my beef teriyaki. It was quite amazing. Came steaming, bubbling hot, and was very delicious.
This is my veggie cinnamono, topped with fruits and vegetables. Here we have my real crab California roll, so crab, avocado, and cucumber. My spicy salmon roll. And here we have 2 California rolls and a smoked salmon avocado roll.
All right, we just came out of Victoria Sushi. We had so many things that we shared, as you saw in the video. Now, I'm gonna rate the California roll and the cinnamono salad. The cinnamono salad, I think, is actually the best cinnamono salad I've had at any sushi place. The broth is the best flavor, and as you saw, they top it with a whole bunch of... You're making me anxious. They top it with a whole bunch of vegetables and fruits, and so it's really refreshing and really delicious. So I am gonna give that you are doing things. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. And then the California roll, I went with the real crab, which I think was well worth the extra price.
Because who would want to eat fake crab?
It's really hard to mess up a California roll. It was excellent, and I really enjoyed it. I wasn't a fan of their ginger. I normally really like ginger. I just simply wasn't a fan of their ginger. I don't know what that was today, but...
Any redheads out there, please don't be offended.
Sorry, Dom. And that's kind of all I have to say. I highly recommend going. There's maybe 5 tables inside, and they're small tables, so you know they don't see a lot of people, but they do a lot of takeout. So that's just something to note if you plan on going.
I'm gonna wrap up the show.
Oh.
Let's kick this up a notch. So they only have 5 tables, but it does look like they're gonna have a patio out there. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
I did overstep things. I don't want to mansplain. By the way, did you know that mansplaining is actually a word that means man explaining things?
Seriously? Okay, get at it.
Anyway, so I had the beef teriyaki. You know what? It was excellent. I really enjoyed it. It came with miso soup, which was good. It came with tempura, like a sample tempura thing, which had prawn, yam, squash, and broccoli. Tempura broccoli, who would have known? It was actually really good. But you know what the highlight of that was the squash. And what kind of squash was it? Some kind of...
Kobacha, maybe?
I don't know. Anyways, it was the texture and everything amazing. Totally blown away by the squash. Like, It's a vegetable, and wow, it was good. We also had
How many times did we just say squash?
the chicken.
Squash, not a vegetable.
The chicken
I think it counts as a vegetable.
yakitori. The chicken yakitori. That was also really good. But you know what? That beef teriyaki was amazing. That's really all I have to say about that.
I would actually. I have something to add, which is that JR ate smoked salmon.
I like smoked salmon. And
He's
I tried,
indigenous.
I
He
tried
likes smoked
your
salmon.
roll, which had the cream cheese in it, right, with smoked salmon. It was quite delicious. It actually didn't taste fishy. It had a nice smokiness to it. So I actually quite like this place. Our server, she was delightful. She was so sweet. Service was great.
It was fast, so highly recommend.
And hopefully we won't be doing sushi for a while. You know,
We'll see.
Everyone likes their sushi and hashtag more AR. So you never know. Maybe she'll pop up again. Maybe she won't. With her many different IDs, she could disappear off the planet, and you would never know, right, Jason Bourne?
Right.
Cue the Moby music.
For now, we're out, and we'll see you next week on SNG.
Well, there we have it. Another Sunday Night Dinners with AR wrapped up. Another sushi show. And I mean, everything we said about the ID was true. I mean, imagine having 4 wives. That would be pretty cool. Then again, you'd end up with 4 wives. Maybe not so cool. And the whole thing about the different IDs, it's true. I mean, I've never actually seen her beat anyone up. I mean, maybe me, but nah, she couldn't be Jason Bourne, could she?